Good afternoon and welcome to today's news brief. Today is Thursday, October 6th. The Los Cabos Hotel Association estimates that hotel room occupancy for the month of October will exceed 64%. This was announced by Lilcy Orsi Fregoso, executive director of the association, who commented that this month Los Cabos is hosting international events such as several sport fishing tournaments. This, she said, is the reason why the last 2 months of the year always have very positive numbers, with occupancy peaks on important dates and weekends to match the events that draw a considerable number of visitors to this tourist destination. Orsi also mentioned that September closed with an average occupancy of over 50%. However, she clarified that the details are still being collected to confirm the exact figures, and she added that currently the preliminary numbers show an occupancy of around 64% for October. The executive director of the Hotel Association said that the high season begins in October with important events such as fishing tournaments, and mentioned that occupation is already improving. September is the low month, she said, and she believes that it will close with 53% occupancy average. In other news, the long-term stay tourism model promoted through the Airbnb platform generated revenue of close to 7.5 billion pesos during 2021 in Baja California Sur. This was announced by the director of Airbnb in Mexico, Central America, and the Caribbean, Ángel Terral, who emphasized that this longer stay preference is not a fad, but a phenomenon that is here to stay. He indicated that this lodging model has increased by 40% in the post-COVID-19 pandemic. He also said that 1 in 8 people in the world has stayed in an Airbnb. Sharing the impact of this segment in Baja California Sur, he highlighted that it is a very significant figure that is equivalent to 5% of the state's gross domestic product. Terral pointed out that this figure does not include lodging and is only for travelers spending in Baja California Sur for entertainment and recreation activities. He also said that according to a study, the activities booked through Airbnb last year directly supported 8,200 jobs and generated 1.6 billion pesos in wages and salary. And in news about the social calendar, yesterday the organizers of the 2022 edition of Culinary Awards announced the nominees for the 3rd edition of this event. During the presentation of the nominees, Rodrigo Esponda, executive director of the Los Cabos Tourism Board, FITURCA for its acronym in Spanish, spoke of the commitment to support the promotion of the destination through its gastronomy, which he said has been a great differentiator on the way in which Los Cabos offers tourists and residents the best culinary experiences. So much so that Esponda said that in a recent exit poll, 13% of travelers said that the main reason for their visit to Los Cabos was its gastronomy. The director of FITURCA added that visitors who are driven by their interest in the gastronomic offer of Los Cabos spend an average of 25% more per day during their stay, and 88% of them went to at least one restaurant outside of the hotel or resort where they stayed. For the 3rd edition of the Culinary Awards, 139 restaurants registered to participate in 11 categories based on the evaluation of 7 members of a jury and 18 categories with online voting. There were 28,512 users who voted online, triple the number of users registered in the 2019 edition, and 7,228 users voted through the Culinary Awards app. The awards will be announced and delivered this coming October 19. That is all that I have for you today. Have a great evening. And remember to tune in on Sunday at 6 p.m. for another edition of Cabomilnews and Community Update with Corey Riggs and Claudia Velo and our special guest, Nick Fung of Runnable Real Estate.